Estaba congelándose todo. Nomás pasó el helicóptero y parece que sí estaban haciendo algo porque todo se paró. Play some sounds.
Okay.
Salte y métete atrás porque lo salimos y nos metimos otra vez. ¿Eso? Okay, that's good. You can leave it that way. How is YouTube on? Everything's gravy. Welcome back. It is sad day. We should not be on on Instagram right now, because Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg betrayed every single one of us. Because YouTube's always going to be our go-to. So we have 106 followers now on YouTube, by the way. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But the thing that I don't understand is that the moment that helicopter flew by, boom, everything turned off.
I don't even think it has anything to do with it.
I mean, that happened this morning too, because when I was busy playing a video game on the Xbox, it kind of lagged.
The internet did? Yeah. I don't know what it is. TikTok prepares for U.S. shutdown from Sunday. They cut it a day early. What the hell? It was supposed to be Sunday, not 2 days. Not 18. It's supposed to be the 18th, not the 19th. LA mayor issues House executive order amid wildfires crisis. Well, whoa. Yeah, that pig. And Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass has issued an executive order to rebuild homes and businesses that the city lost in an ongoing LA County fires that overall have so far burned at 40,000 acres and destroyed more than 12,000 structures. The executive order calls for city agencies to expedite temporary occupancy approvals for 1,400 housing units that are near completion, and establishment of a debris removal task force and water hazard task force to respectively develop plans for debris removal and mitigate the risk of dangers of post-fire flash flood, mudslides, and debris flow. The order also called for city agencies to collectively expedite and building permit review process, calling the reviews to be done in 30 days, allowing the submission of an application inspection by the Department of Building and Safety are to be conducted in 2 business days of a submitted request according to the order. We haven't had anybody logged in. We were doing good in the other one, the other live. Yeah. FDA bans Red 3, artificial coloring used in beverages, candy, and other foods.
So why did they ban Red 3 but not Red 40?
Because they want to make money. They want to sell food for cheap. They want to sell stuff for cheap, even though they don't have to sell it as expensive as they do. They don't, because they've already made enough money. Just like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan used to have ads at the beginning of every single episode, never in the middle. And out of nowhere now, he's just having all this fucking ads in the middle of the episode. You can't even hear a full conversation without him throwing an ad in there. Yeah, exactly. The Food and Drug Administration said Wednesday it's banning the use of Red 3, a synthetic dye that gives food and drinks their bright red cherry color, but also has been linked to cancer in animals. Yes. The dye is still used in thousands of food, including candies, cereals, cherries, in fruit cocktails, and strawberries flavored milkshake, according to the Center of Science and Public Interest, a food safety advocacy group that petitioned the agency in 2022 to end its use. More than 9,200 food items contain the dye, including hundreds of products made by the large food company CSPI, said, citing Agriculture Department data. The FDA is not prohibiting other artificial dyes, including Red 40, which has been linked to behavioral issues in children. It turns children into trans. Yes, it does. Red 3 is banned, but not Red 40. They can still use Red 40. Axios, citing U.S. officials, says Gaza ceasefire has been reached. Well, it's about time. No, it's a good thing that they finished, that they're not fighting anymore. The Gaza ceasefire deal has been reached, and Axios reported say on X on Wednesday, citing the U.S. officials. You know, it's funny, Trump told them, if you guys don't stop this shit before I come in, there's going to be hell to pay, he said. And look, it stopped before he was even in office.
Wait, so why would they fear Trump?
Because they know he doesn't fuck around. Because whatever the Democrats were doing, it's in favor of the power that they're looking for, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're looking for. But whatever Trump's doing looks like it's for the benefit of his pocket, too. Yes. Wildlife survey shows nature doing well despite weather challenges. That only means one thing. The weather challenges is not real. Let it finish. Don't stop it in the middle. Wildlife doing well despite challenging conditions. A new species of fungi sighting of rare migrant birds were among the wildlife highlights for the last year's naturalists have said. The Berkshire, Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire, all kinds of fucking shire. Wildlife Trust said changing weather patterns and extreme rain made 2024 a difficult year for wildlife. But its annual survey revealed encouraging success stories.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So what? See, that's why they didn't have enough water during these fires, because they didn't want to keep moving water to the reservoirs because they were trying to save a stupid fish.
A stupid fish?
Yes, a stupid fish.
I think that fishes are dead then.
No, it's still there, but it's stupid. They'd rather have a fish than have people have their homes.
Anyways, fish only have like 1 minute of memory.
What does?
Fish.
Oh.
They have a memory.
Drake sues for defamation over Kendrick Lamar's song. He sued him because he called him a pedophile.
Okay.
Langley Middle School shooting. One juvenile injured. Campus on lockdown. That's why it wasn't big news, because it was only one juvenile injured and it wasn't a bunch of kids injured. Which, fortunately, yeah, whatever. Langley Middle School of Mableton was placed on lockdown after a student shot herself on campus. Let's read that again. Langley Middle School in Mableton was placed on lockdown after a student shot herself. Yes, herself. Women shooting own guns on campus, prompting a swift response from local law enforcement. The students, whose identity remained undisclosed, is in critical condition and was transported to Children's Health Care of Atlanta. Authorities have not yet determined how the student obtained the firearm or brought it onto school, as the school does not have a weapon detector. The lockdown was lifted after authorities confirmed no specific threat to other students or parents were directed to reunite with their children at a nearby church. If you were scared, go to church. Spain sees record 94 million foreign visits in 2024, fueling backlash. The Spanish people don't want anybody foreigner in their country no more. Good, nobody wants to go to stupid Spain. Spain expects further tourism growth in 2025 after a record 94 million foreign tourists visited last year. The boom has led to a backlash in many visitors' hotspots around the country, with locals complaining about tourism-related problems of congestion and housing. Okay. But you cry about it. Haiti has 1 million displaced people, mostly from gang violence. It's tripled over the past year. Yeah, they were eating people, actually. Yeah, they were. On both sides?
There's one person watching
On the YouTubes? The UN Migration Agency says internal placement in Haiti, largely caused by gang violence, has tripled over the last year and now surpasses 1 million people, a record in the Caribbean nation. The International Organization for Migration reported Tuesday that relentless gang violence in the capital, Port-au-Prince, has fueled a near doubling displacement there and collapse of healthcare and other services and worsening food insecurity. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. The stupid people from that country has made it even worse. Applause. Good fucking job. Good job for making your shitty place even more shittier. Mediators hurl Gaza ceasefire and hostage deal. Israel says final details are in flux. You know what? I don't even know why we make a big deal of those. Let those fucking people kill each other. Who cares? Literally. I don't even know why we're getting into fights that we shouldn't. Voting rights group founded by Stacey Abraham fined for illegal campaigning. That's surprising. When they run for like president, that's a campaign. Bollywood star Saif Ali Khan stabbed at his home. And we care about Bollywood. Why? Bloodletting recommended for Jersey residents after PFSA's contaminations. Jersey. What is bloodletting? Okay. Damn it. Bloodletting recommends for Jersey residents after PSA. The island's private drinking water supplies were polluted by the use of firefighting foam containing forever chemicals. Yes. Residents of Jersey have been recommended bloodletting to reduce high concentrations of forever chemicals in their blood after tests show some islanders have levels that can lead to health problems. Private drinking water supplies in Jersey were polluted by the use of firefighting foam containing PFAS, per and polyfluoroalkyl substances at the island's airport, which were manufactured by the U.S. multinational 3M. That's a big company that's fucked up the water. Okay. Walmart shoplifter throws produce of her wig at officers chasing her through the store. What an animal. Hey, right? The shoplifter fled from an off-duty officer who was working at Walmart around 11 p.m. on January 5th. She ran through the store and threw produce and throw produce, her own clothing, and her wig at the officer who was chasing her after she tried to leave the store without paying approximately $160 worth of Red Bull. Red Bull. Other officers arrived and helped detain the suspect, who proceeded to give false identifying information. Once the Cleveland woman, 51, was identified, she was found to have 5 active warrants. She was cited for theft, falsification, and criminal trespassing and turned over to the Lake County Sheriff's Office on an active felony warrant. Bitch is going to jail. Southwest, pilots removed from cockpit booked for DUI. You can get a DUI flying a plane. You could get a DUI on a skateboard, by the way.
What?
Yes.
So what? You can get a DUI on a drum?
You could get a DUI on a horse, even though the horse knows his way home. Yes. So I told you, don't give the police a stick to beat you with, because they will mess you up with it.
Wait, so then does that mean they can DUI a drum?
I don't think so. Southwest Airlines pilot was removed from the cockpit ahead of Wednesday's flight from Georgia to Chicago and was booked on a charge of driving under the influence. A source familiar with the incident told CBS News. David Paul Alsop allegedly smelled of alcohol and may have been shown other signs of intoxication. The source said airport police in Savannah removed him before flight 3772 to Chicago Midway Airport took off. Yeah, the employee had been removed and is off duty now. NASA stuck astronaut steps out on spacewalk after 7 months in orbit. The people that were supposed to be up there for like a week or two, yeah, I think it was a week. Now they've been out there for like 7 months. But between then and now, there was another group of astronauts that actually came back to Earth using a Russian space agency. Using the Russian space agency, right? They came back from space to Earth, and people were like, "What? Scratch record." People were like, "Wait a minute, didn't the astronauts already came back to Earth? Why are we talking about other astronauts being in space if they already came back to Earth?" There's a shitload of astronauts out in space. It's not only one person.
Apparently one went missing too.
It's highly impossible how you would go missing, but who knows? One of NASA's 2 stuck astronauts got a much welcome change of scenery Thursday, stepping out on her first spacewalk since arriving at the International Space Station more than 7 months ago. Suni Williams, the station's commander, tackled some overdue outdoor repair works along NASA's Nikhailu. They emerged as the orbited lab sailed 260 miles above Turkmenistan. Williams got a close-up look at the SpaceX capsule that will bring her home this spring, floating just a few feet away from the parked vessel as she struggled with the course. She eventually prevailed without damaging her ride. Quack, 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 quack. Yes. Bob Uecker has died. I really don't give a fuck who Bob Uecker has been or was. I don't even know Bob Uecker. Sucks to suck, old guy. I know that is. But Texas sheriff deputy kills suspect fatally shot after intense search in Houston. Is that the guy that shot the dog? That guy deserves to get shot for shooting a dog. Huh? 2. Say thank you to YouTube.
Gracias, YouTube.
A man fatally shot a Texas sheriff deputy Wednesday at a shopping plaza in Houston and then evaded officers for hours before shooting a canine that helped find him under a trash in a dumpster, authorities said. The 56-year-old suspect was then shot and killed but good by an officer, ending an intense afternoon search in the nation's fourth largest city following the killing of Jesus Vargas, a 17-year veteran of the Brazoria County Sheriff Department. What has happened is extremely tragic. Did I put the sad song? No, I didn't.
No,
Damn
was
it.
gonna ask you see if you had that.
Damn it, I forgot to do that. We'll do it in a bit. Well, yeah, that's the asshole that shot that dog.
Yippee, they got rid of him.
Huh?
They got rid of him.
Oh, what?
That dog killer.
Oh, yeah, criminal. Drug-eating rats invade Houston police evidence rooms, potentially disrupting hundreds of cases. I want to read that. This is interesting.
Wait. So the rats are just carrying a giant cigarette and just carrying it on their mouth like this?
Basically, if it was that cartoon, that's what they would be doing. But no, they're chewing through all the stuff that's in
That would be funny.
the evidence room. Rats are consuming drugs that were seized and stored by Houston police. Right. Hundreds of cases would be vulnerable to the rodents infestation, officials said. It's an issue that has prompted the district attorneys to alert defense attorneys in more than 3,600 open drug-related cases, although only one active case has been impacted by the rodent. That guy got lucky. Just one example, we got 400,000 pounds of marijuana in storage that the rats...
1,000 pounds?
Yeah, and they're just going to end up selling it to California or Florida, and then they're going to make money. In storage that rats have... Rats are the only ones enjoying. Houston Mayor John Whitmire said Friday at the news conference. Joshua Reese, general counsel at the Harris County District Attorney, said the rodents also got into packing containing mushrooms. Man, the rats are eating the weed and the mushrooms. That seems so suspicious that those are the only things that would go missing. And none of the fentanyl, none of the cocaine is missing. Okay. What, write it down. Yeah, to put it on the notes. Put the sad one and put the other one too, the one that you plan on. Write it down and then tell me what it is so you don't forget. The Harris County District Attorney Office was notified last week that the HPD Narcotics Evidence Room at the 1200 Travis had a problem or issue with rodents. According to CBS affiliate KHOUTB, the Houston Police Department and other agencies have permission from the DA's office to destroy any drug evidence from cleared cases before 2015. Reese said that it's not just Houston issue, but a national one. Police said that the issue has existed since the 1990s. Last March, officials said rodents were consuming drugs in the evidence room of the decaying New Orleans Police Department headquarters. The rats eating our marijuana, they are all high. NOPD Chief Ann Kirkpatrick testified at a city criminal justice committee meeting. The rats are eating the marijuana. Rudy Giuliani is a no-show so far at the civil trial in New York. Oh, this is the guy that got tricked into almost being a pedophile. He didn't get tricked into it, but he did it. Yes. Health officials are ready. Oh, here we go. See? Look, we've been reading same shits like this for like the past month. And every week we read it, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. No, bird flu. Bird flu is raising red flags among health officials. On January 6th, the Louisiana Department of Health announced that a patient hospitalized last month for H5N1 avian influenza had died, becoming the first U.S. death from the virus. To make matters worse, samples taken from individuals suggest that the virus mutated within the patients after infection, meaning it had begun to adapt to infect humans better, raising new questions about H5N1's pandemic potential. Yeah, sure. What? Oh. They have been 66 confirmed human cases. Like, look, 66 out of 300 out of I don't even know how many millions of people are in the U.S. 66 is not fucking concerning. Yes. There you go. Out of 4 million, that's not even 1%. So how is this going into a fucking pandemic? It just doesn't make any sense to me. There have been 66 confirmed human cases in the U.S., the majority of which have resulted from exposure while working on poultry or dairy farms. Most cases are mild, and most cases are mild. And the risk to the general public currently remains low. But the escalation of high mortality in other animals is another red flag for public health experts. Yeah, who? The WHO? Trying to fucking lock it all down again? And then after January 15th, I don't care about that. David Lynch dies at age 78. I really don't know who the fuck that is. Suck, nerd. India successfully conducts historic space docking test. LOL. Did they do it with Bollywood? Probably. 64-year-old woman allegedly paid two kids $5 to shovel her driveways, then assaulted them. Achoo! Achoo! Yes, me. Woo! All right, let's read this. No, what is that? Again? On YouTube? Don't close YouTube, just connect. I think the phone might have shut off. Oh, I didn't plug it in and it died about time. Wait, they gotta get it turned on again. Well, we'll keep going with YouTube. I forgot to plug that in because I was struggling with the microphone. Okay, anyways. 64-year-old woman allegedly paid two kids to shovel her driveway, then assaulted them. Yeah, close it. Wait till it turns back on. A 64-year-old woman was arrested after she allegedly paid two children to shovel her driveway. Well, they have to say alleged. They have to say allegedly, just in case in court it doesn't go through, and then you get sued.
Wait, so they're still going through court?
Yeah, gave them alcohol, then assaulted them.
What?
According to criminal complaint about the according to a criminal complaint obtained by a local outlet, KDKA, police were called to a resident for an apparently burglary in progress. When they arrived, they found two boys, one 12 and one 13, who seemed to be under the influence of alcohol. The juveniles were speaking in a nonsensical way, exclaiming the lady had just gotten them drunk and touched them. Police reporter wrote in the complaint. Police said the 64-year-old woman, Rochelle Stewart, had actually called to report the burglary, but upon making contact with her, Stewart said she did not know anything about a burglary and refused to answer any questions. Police said both boys gave very similar accounts of what happened. When questioned, both reporting they have been walking down the street Stewart lived on and offering residents to shovel their driveway for money. They allegedly said Stewart offered them $5 and they accepted. Creo que carga bien. Turn it off. Close that one. It's not ready. Okay, now it's turning on. It didn't turn on earlier. United Health CEO says U.S. health system needs to function better. The fuck does function better mean to them? In the company's first earning call since the fatal shooting of Brian Thompson's group, CEO Andrew Whitty acknowledges shortcoming of U.S. healthcare landscape.
Is it even done?
Back up. ¿Está prendido? Try to connect it. Close that one, I told you. Open it all over again. Close this one. Open here. Open it there.
And it's still saying you need permission. There we go.
That's annoying. Go live. Take 3. good?
Yeah.
Okay. See? Okay. The CEO of United Health CEO says U.S. health system needs to function better. The CEO of United Health Group said Thursday that shortcomings of America's healthcare system must be addressed. On the company's first earning call since the fatal shooting of United Health executive Brian Thompson, I don't think my phone's holding charge. Yeah, it's not holding charge, goddamn.
So just leave it closed. So just leave it closed.
Just leave it closed. We'll just stick to YouTube, whatever. On the company's first earning call since come on now. Está bien, no detiene carga la mierda cuando está conectado el micrófono. Pues sí, yeah. So, the company's first earning call since the fatal shooting of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, CEO Andrew Whitty said that while the U.S. provides world-leading care in many respects, there are systematic flaws that are working to drive up health costs for people in the country. Yeah, it's you fucking queers. The health system needs to function better, he said, adding to that the variety of states, federal, and private sectors, structure, and programs have created a confusing, complex, and costly healthcare landscape. Yeah, you. The Whitty began the call expressing gratitude for the condolences receiving in the wake of Thompson's death. Good. Motherfucker. Many of you knew Brian personally. No, I didn't. Whittier said, referring to the investors on the call, you knew how much he meant to all of us and how much he meant to all of you making money for you guys, huh? And how he devoted his time to help make the health system work better for all the people we are privileged to serve.
Oh, we got a third view.
Third view, thank you.
Gracias.
The suspect charged in Thompson's killing, Luigi Mangione, is currently being held without bond in Brooklyn's. He faces capital murder charges to which he pleaded not guilty. I concur, he's not guilty. Yeah.
So you never heard of me? You never heard of me?
Who's me?
Me. My name.
Is Brian, not Brian. You're Brian. Talking about Brian. There's a difference. There's a Y and an I. It's a difference.
Yeah, those sound the same.
No, it doesn't. Brian and Brian. Brian is with the Y. Brian is with the I.
Brian, yeah.
And yes, with the Y and I, there's a big difference.
There's no big difference.
While past United Healthcare earning calls have featured general remarks about the company's desire to deliver improved outcomes for its customers, Whitty comments Thursday acknowledged the broader debate about the state of healthcare that has emerged in the wake of Thompson's shooting. Whitty's remark came as United Healthcare reported records 2024 revenues. Yeah, of course. Of course you made more money than you made last year. Shortly before Thompson was killed. Good, not enough. Its stock prices was at an all-time high. Yeah. Yes, it was. Prior to addressing the company's financial performance, Whitty discussed of the shortcomings of the profits-driven model of U.S. healthcare head-on. Participants in the system, he said, derive benefits from high healthcare costs, while lower prices and improved services can be good for consumers and patients. Wheaties said they can threaten revenue streams for organizations that depends on charging more for care. See, they're scared. Threatens revenue stream. That means they're scared that they feel threatened that they're gonna lose money. Whitty did not discuss to what exact healthcare United Health itself was beneficiary of such circumstances. When it comes to drug costs, for example, he said U.S. healthcare participants paid disproportionate more than people in the other countries, citing the cost of the weight loss drugs GLP, which he said in Europe costs approximately 1/10 of its price in the United States. That means if it's $100 in the U.S., that means it's like $1 in anywhere else. That's how they sell drugs here. Like stuff that people need for medicine. You know, the inhalers, I think they put them up to like $500. From $30 to $500. Why? You know how they got away with that? Because they put a little plastic on the cap and they said, oh, nobody can copy this, so we're going to patent this. And then everybody has to pay $500 for their inhalers. They don't care that people need inhalers. All they care is, oh, you're going to pay it because you need it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying good thing that motherfucker got shrunk. Because he is the ones that make those fucking laws, those rules for their stupid company. I don't even want to read that because it keeps making me angrier. Surprise finding sheds light on what caused Huntington's disease, a devastating fatal brain disorder. Let me see if I can turn this on. It's bothering me. I don't even know what Huntington disease is, but it sounds. Yeah, that's what it says. Scientists are unraveling the mystery of what triggers Huntington disease, a devastating and fatal hereditary disorder that strikes in the prime of life, causing nerve cells and parts of the brain to break down and die. The genetic mutation linked to Huntington has long been known, but scientists have understood how people could have the mutation from birth, but not develop any problems until later in life. Yeah, that means you could have it and till you get old and not know you have it.
Okay, so because on Google it says conditions which nerve cells in the brain break down over time, and typically it starts in the 30s or 40s.
Yep.
And usually Huntington disease results in progression, movement, thinking.
Your microphone's not on, by the way. You don't put it all the way. You put it lower. Right there.
Oh, God damn.
Pull it down.
All right. So Huntington disease. Usually Huntington disease results into progression, movement, thinking, and physical symptoms. No cure exists, but drugs, physical therapy, and talk therapy can help manage some symptoms.
Okay, that's what that is. SpaceX Starship test fails after Texas launch.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining, by the way.
And people are like, oh, it's the firmament. He hit the firmament. Oh, the firmament. No, that shit blew up. The latest test of SpaceX giant Starship rocket has failed minutes after launch. Officials at Elon Musk company said, you mean SpaceX? Officials at SpaceX company said the upper stage was lost after problems developed after liftoff from Texas on Thursday. But the Super Heavy booster managed to return to his launch pad as planned, prompting an eruption of applause from ground control teams. The mission came hours after the first flight of Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket system backed by Amazon's Jeff Bezos. The two tech billionaires both want to dominate the space vehicle market. Starship experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly during the ascent burn. Teams will continue to review the data from today's flight test to better understand root cause, SpaceX posted on X. With a test like this, success comes from what we learn, and today's flight will help us improve Starship's reliability. Unverified footage shared on social media shows what appeared to be the rocket breaking up in flames. A footage show orange balls of light flying across the sky over Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince, leaving a trail of smoke behind.
Is it just me or it sounds very familiar?
What? That place? We just read about that
Well,
place.
no, it's not the place, the orange orbs.
No. No. It's a streak falling down.
Okay.
It has a tail. And it's...
Okay.
Yeah, but we read about Haiti, those people that were eating people over there. The good job making your shitty place even shittier. In a place where they eat people named Haiti, people kill each other for food, literally. A footage showed blah blah blah. Success is uncertain, but entertainment is guaranteed. Mr. Musk posted on X, sharing a video showing a fiery trail streaking through the sky. Though the sky, you forgot the R. You see, these people get paid way more money than I get paid in a fucking year, and they can't even ride through. Jesus Christ. He also said improved versions of the ship and boosters were already waiting for launch. Preliminary indications is that we had an oxygen fuel leak in the cavity above the ship's engine firewall that was large enough to build pressure and in excess of the vent capacity. Musk said a short while later, adding that nothing so far suggests pushing next launch past next month. Footage of the launch clocked a 7.2 million views according to a SpaceX live stream. The Starship system have lifted off from Boca Chica, Texas at the hour of 15, 16, 17, 3, 4, 5. At 5:38 Eastern Standard Time. In the company's seventh test mission, the Starship's upper stage separated from its super heavy boosters nearly 4 minutes into the flight as planned. But then SpaceX communications manager Dan Hoot reported on the live stream.
I said Dahoud.
No, it's Dan Hoot. I don't know how you pronounce it. The mission teams had lost contact with the ship. That means the aliens took over it and they exploded it. Oh my God.
Hoot.
The super heavy boosters managed to return to its launch pad roughly 7 minutes after liftoff as planned, prompting an eruption of applause from ground controls team. The U.S. FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, said it was aware an anomaly occurred during the SpaceX mission. The FAA briefly slowed and diverted aircraft around the area where space vehicle debris was falling. Normal operations have resumed in a statement. It comes days after SpaceX rockets blasted off from Florida carrying two private constructed lunar landers and a micro rover to the moon. The uncrewed Falcon 9 launched from the Kennedy Space Center on Wednesday. And Bezos' Blue Origin company successfully launched a rocket into orbit for the first time. It was a huge step forward for Bezos and his company that has spent years getting to the point of sending a rocket into orbit. Yeah, you're welcome, stupid Jeff Bezos. I gave you money. You better give me some credit. Talking about Amazon Prime. Ex-mayor Bill de Blasio must pay nearly $500,000 for police detail judge rules.
Yeah, and also why there's one guy that keeps on leaving and rejoining the stream.
Oh, just tell him what's up.
I'm pretty sure he hears you too, though.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they hear me too. I hope.
You hope?
Yeah. No comments?
No comments yet.
Come on, chat. Who cares about that guy? 5 college students plead not guilty in alleged catch a predator kidnapping plot. And we're not going to talk about the predator. We're only going to talk about the dudes that set him up. Yeah, exactly. 5 Massachusetts college students accused of luring a man to their campus through a Tinder account as part of TikTok catch a predator trend, where police says he was chased by a group of students and assaulted, pled not guilty to conspiracy and kidnapping charges on Thursday. The Assumption University student Kelsey Bryant, 18, Easton Randall, 19, Kevin Carroll, 18, Isabella Trudeau, 18, and Joaquin Smith, 19, were allegedly part of a core group of teens at the privileged university who concocted to the catch a predator plot that one of them allegedly admitted to police got out of hand, according to the criminal's complaint.
Okay.
See, this doesn't make any sense. The fucking college is making a big deal because they try to catch a predator, but they're not making a big deal about the predator? That's retarded. We can say retarded again, right? Pretty sure we can. Riri. Army trainee dies 3 weeks short of graduating from infantry training at Fort Moore. You know, I love this country, but this country keeps failing us. It's failing. I think it's time to go back to where we came from. Hundreds ordered to evacuate as fire erupts at California battery storage plant. That's not good. A battery plant not burning? Yeah, but let's make everything electric. A fire at the world's largest battery storage plant in Northern California smolted Friday after sending plumes of toxic smoke into the atmosphere, leading to the evacuation of up to 1,500 people. And the blaze also shook up the young battery storage industry. What? This is stupid wording. The fire at the Vistra Energy lithium battery plant in Moss Landing generated huge flames and significant amount of smoke Thursday, but it had diminished significantly by Friday. Fire Chief Joel Mendoza of the North County. Fire, yay! We broke a record. 5 live. Thank you. Keep them coming. Stay there. Make comments. Come on. Give me comments. There's very little. 7? Jesus Christ. I'm about to shit my pants. There's very little, if any, plume emitting from the building. Mendoza said, crews are not engaging with the fire and are waiting for it to burn out. He said, letting lithium-ion batteries fire burn out is not unusual because they burn very hot and are hard to put out. No injuries have been reported, and everybody in the area is asked to stay indoors, otherwise you will die of toxic fumes. I added that last part. That sounded like it when I was reading it, right? That's very good. Once in a century discovery reveals a spectacular luxury of Pompeii. You know what Pompeii is? No. Pompeii is a place in Italy, close to Italy, that pretty much got buried by a volcano. And it was almost out of nowhere. There's bones of people, I think they're calcified, and they're all hugging each other because they died together. They burned to death. After lying hidden after lying hidden beneath meters of volcanic rock and ash for 2,000 years, a once in a century find has been unearthed in the ancient Roman city of Pompeii in Italy. Archaeologists have discovered a sumptuous private bathhouse, potentially the largest ever found there.
Wait, why are they talking about this now?
Because they just found it.
They just found it?
It's well, I told you they got buried by a volcano. The volcano blew off.
Yeah, I know. But
There was earthquake and everything got buried and nobody can find it.
yeah, I know. But like, there was like another one like that. I think it's the same one where it was talking about that place specifically where they were all hugging each other.
But that's a different area. But it's the same.
Ah.
They're still probably looking for stuff in that area, so they're gonna keep finding stuff every year or every month or whatever. Archaeologists have discovered a sumptuous private bathhouse, potentially the largest ever found there, complete with hot, warm, and cold rooms, exquisite artwork, and a huge plunge pool. The spa-like complex sits in the heart of the grand residence, uncovered over the last 2 years during a major excavation. It's these spaces that really are part of the Pompeii effect. It's almost as if the people had only left a minute ago, said Dr. Gabriel director of the Archaeological Park of Pompeii, who has revealed a new find exclusively to BBC News. Well, that's interesting. They found more shit, and they're saying like, "Oh, it looks like people just left from here because it was been buried for years, thousands, 2,000 years actually." GM agrees to a 5-year ban on selling drivers' local data, and after 5 years, they can sell the shit out of it, everything they've collected, and not a problem. They'll make thousands of dollars, and they're gonna give you nothing. Do we still have 7? Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Thank you. U.S. defense contractor to build 4,000 work advanced manufacturing facility in central Ohio. U.S. defense contractor Anduril Industries is preparing to build a massive advanced manufacturing facility in central Ohio, adding a planned 4,000 jobs to the area's burgeoning high-tech sensors, state officials announced Thursday. Please hit the subscribe button. The code, huh?
Wait, so when somebody subscribes, does it tell you?
I don't know. We don't know. We're learning. You're supposed to be paying attention to
Yeah,
them.
I know, but like, I've been paying attention the whole time.
The Cosa Mesa, California-based defense technology company plans to begin construction on what it's called Arsenal One.
But although we do have one like.
Thank you. Like it again. As soon as the state and local approvals are secured, the 5 million square foot facility will be located on a 500-acre site near the Rickenbacker International Airport in rural Pickaway County, about 16 miles southeast of Columbus. Production of military drones and autonomous air vehicles would begin on July 2026 under the plan, said Christian Brose, Anduril Chief Strategy Officer. Republican Ohio Governor Mike DeWine said it is the largest single job creation and payroll project that Ohio has announced. The government said winning Anduril's manufacturing plant marked a continuation of Ohio's history of advanced aviation, which begins with the Wright brothers and continues to grow surrounding the Dayton area Wright-Patterson's Air Force Base. Scratch record. God damn. The Wright brothers did not come up with the airplanes. They stole the idea, by the way. They were when airplanes came into existence, there was people already flying the skies. scratch record. There was people already flying the skies. Why, you may ask? Blimps. People were already flying.
I forgot about the blimps.
Well, don't. US CFPB fines Cash App parents blog over insufficient fraud protections. Yeah. Who cares about that? One Great Dane Joan Plowright dead at 95. See, three articles of 3 people dead today. Like, what the fuck do I care about people dying? It's none of my business. Give me news. Give me real news. Give me more stuff like Pompeii stuff. Like, what the hell?
Now, there's one guy who's staying here watching for a while.
Thank you. Don't call him this one guy.
Well, I don't know. Well, I can't see names.
You have to be inclusive. You say this person.
This person.
Just kidding.
I
What's the name?
don't know.
Don't be too loud because it sounds stupid when you do that on the microphone.
Exactly.
Don't do that. You're ruining my recording.
Doesn't tell me the name.
Okay, whatever. No name. Thank you for staying this long. Clean energy pioneers lab destroyed in suspected arson attack in Liverpool.
Liver.
The fuck are we? Stupid England. Jesus. Workers at some DC's best known restaurants moved to unionize. They're about to fuck up their job place. Good job. Sign up if you want. Stupid ass unions. This news is going to make me cry because we're not there anymore. Supreme Court upholds law banning TikTok if not sold by Chinese parent company.
Yeah, there's another one that's like taken over by the Chinese government. It's called Red Note.
You know what's weird about that? You know how I told you about they do predictive programming in movies, right? There was a movie the stupid Obama came out with not that long ago. And people get a red note on there. Well, when China in the movie when China invades, they drop red notes.
Oh, it's tracking.
No. Predictive programming.
Oh.
They're programming you for stuff that's coming up next.
But like, don't you think that's tracking them too?
Well, every app is tracking you. There's no way. The reason they got rid of TikTok is so retarded because they all are doing that shit that we're worried about this. We're worried about the app tracking everybody for national security. Well, Facebook does that and they sell all the information to China. I don't know about Twitter. Twitter kind of X is now an American one. But the reason why they want to get rid of TikTok is because of the way how people go viral. And it's so easy to go viral on TikTok.
Because the amount of people that have it.
Not necessarily because of that, because of the way the algorithm works. The way the algorithm works is it'll give you content from like regular people. Like Instagram and YouTube, YouTube mostly will give you stuff from other content creators that are really popular. Instagram, no. Instagram, what it does is just gives you a bunch of stupid things, a bunch of content that it's like people that have paid for them to be first in line so that people can see their content. Like actors and stuff like that. They're the ones that get more views on there because they paid for it. And that's what Mark Zuckerberg was doing. That's why he lobbied for TikTok to be banned. And that's why I was like super hesitant to go to Instagram because I wasn't gonna give Mark Zuckerberg my data. Yeah, everybody should starting tomorrow delete your Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Giphy, and I don't know what else. Sad day today, actually. Biden pardons nearly 25,000 nonviolent drug offenders. Hey, woo!
Yippee!
Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist arrested, accused of possession of child abuse videos. Child abuse, gross. Top Supreme Court lawyer charged with tax evasion related to poker winnings. Of course, why would he tell the government that he made a ton of money playing poker? A top Supreme Court lawyer was indicted in Maryland on federal tax evasion charges that alleged he failed to declare millions of dollars in poker winnings and used law firm money to pay debt. SCOTUS blog publisher Tom Goldstein, who is also charged with making false statements to two mortgage lenders, have appeared before the Supreme Court more times than nearly any other attorney in a private practice in modern times. Goldstein has taught at Harvard Law School and represented then Vice President Al Gore in the Bush v. Gore. At the Supreme Court, he also represented Google. Now we know how he got that money.
Okay.
Woman poisoned a 1-year-old girl for months to exploit her for online donations. It's like if I put you on camera and I make you dance, and if you don't dance, you're in trouble. And we got to make money. If we don't make money, we're in trouble. That's what she was doing with her 1-year-old.
Why a 1-year-old?
Kind of like how Ryan's parents are using him.
Oh, because they're using it for money.
Yeah, that's he did. Look, they made so much money they don't need.
And also, you wanna know
Ryan and his brother don't need to work any day of their life.
sisters.
Or whatever the fuck he has. All right, he doesn't need to work ever in his lifetime because he has enough money for that.
But you wanna know what's weird though? Because this one guy was doing a podcast with them,
Mm-hmm.
and when he asked them where does all the money go, he said he got like really scared, and then which I assume that he made something up, which he mentioned something that he put it like under Ryan's name, and gives half of that money to him.
See, half. He should be getting at least a third, and the parents should be getting at least. Look, the problem why people go broke when they get a lot of money, especially poor people, is because they're not smart about it. What do they do when they first get a bunch of money? But how? Oh, I'm gonna get a big house. I'm gonna get a mansion because I have this much money. You still gotta pay taxes. If you choose not to keep working,
Unless if you know the code.
but you still got to pay some taxes. There's no way around it. You still got to pay some. But see, the problem is people go out and get the biggest house they can find and that they can afford. You shouldn't. Be smart. You just get a regular house in a neighborhood that has it's gated, a gated community, so nobody comes and bugs you. No, they wouldn't, because that's why. What do you think? What do you think Mr. Beast has done? He used to live in a gated community. I don't know where he lives now, but he said he used to live in a gated community. So I'm going to start using you to make money online. A woman in London, has been arrested after allegedly poisoning a 1-year-old girl over 2 months so that she could post videos of the child online in order to solicit donations from the public, police said. The Queensland Police in Australia said that the Morningside Child Protection and Investigation Unit, the CPIU, has charged a woman with torture following extensive investigation into the allegation of an infant being poisoned, according to the statements related on Thursday. It will be alleged between August 6 and October 15, 2025, a 34-year-old Sunshine Coast woman administered several unauthorized prescriptions and pharmacy medicines to a 1-year-old girl who was known to her, that wasn't even her child, without medical approval. Authorities said it will be further alleged the woman disregarded medical advice, went to lengths to obtain unauthorized medications, including all medicines for different persons available in their home. Oh, that was her child. Further investigation into the case has allegedly revealed that the woman carefully concealed her continued efforts to administer the unauthorized medicines until the matter was detected and reported to the police by medical staff from a hospital in Brisbane South while the child was admitted. Ooh. That's how long we've been on? We got some more articles to go through. We went this slow because we were having technical difficulties. Capital One technical woes worsened with bank accounts hit with deposit delays. CB News. Yikes! Capital One, huh? CNN found liable for defaming U.S. Navy veteran who helped people evacuate Afghanistan. Of course, CNN only posts fake news. Fake news. Some immigrants are already leaving the U.S. in self-deportation as Trump threats loom.
That's what I was telling you this morning.
What were you saying?
There was a lot of people leaving America.
Turn the microphone.
That's what I was telling you this morning, that there was a lot of people leaving America.
Yeah? Well, Trump said he was going to start deporting people that weren't born here.
I don't want to.
And kids of the ones that were born here, he wants to deport them too. Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work, but giant Darth Vader sea bug discovered off the coast of Vietnam. It's that Agent Orange in the water. That's how they killed a lot of Vietnamese people in the USA. It basically burns, it melts your lungs when you breathe that.
So it's like that one drink, that one medicine that burns us?
Kind of.
In our throat, though?
Yeah. No, it's worse than that. Supreme Court will hear case of Maryland parents who object to LGBTQ books in their kids' classes.
That's good. Where's that bad? I don't know, because I wasn't.
That means the parents are suing for the school teaching kids gay shit.
Well, that's good then to me.
Yeah, because if the school's already doing it and they're getting sued for that. TikTok says it will go dark in the U.S. if government does not intervene. It's gone. It's dark.
It's already dark.
EU asks X for info on its algorithm until February 15 under suspicion of pushing right-wing narratives. Won't hesitate to ban or fine for violating DSA. See, the only reason they're doing this to X is because the EU is because they don't want Trump to be president.
That's crazy.
They didn't want Trump to be president because they wanted Biden's people to still be in power in office. Why? Because they're giving money for the war in Russia.
But isn't that bad?
A lot of information is about to come out of what was going on with that money because they accidentally sent $6 billion extra.
6 billion.
Only $6 billion accidentally.
That should be us right now.
They should be accidentally giving me $6 billion. Russia sentenced Navalny lawyer to years behind bars. See, that's what Russia does. If somebody is against what they're saying, they'll put everybody in jail. And that's what the U.S. is wanting to do too. Toyota unit to settle emissions scandal for 1.6 billion, whatever that means. Oh, that's the Japanese money, right? I think so.
Oh, yen is Japanese money.
No, BN.
Oh, BN?
I don't know what it means.
I think
it's Japanese.
Yeah, I think.
Two Supreme Court judges shot dead in Tehran, Iranian judiciary says. Judiciary. Ski lift collapsed in Spain, leaving several people injured. Why did I say Spain? Spain sucks. Fatberg, whatever that means, turned into perfume inside Britain's bizarre new industrial revolution. Fatberg. What is Fatberg? Stupid Fat Bert. Is that what it is? I hate that guy. That's how he laughs. Stupid ass. People like that guy for some reason. I don't like him. They love that guy, actually. Bert Kiesinger, whatever the hell his name is. Stupid ass. I get aggravated when I think about that guy. Bird flu detected in commercial poultry flock in Georgia, officials say. Bird flu was detected in a commercial poultry flock in Georgia for the first time. Oh, but it's very dangerous, right? Oh, but it's very dangerous. It's going to cause a pandemic. For the first time since the current outbreak. See what I mean? The positive case of the H5N1 strain of highly pathogenic avian influenza was found in Elbert County. It was confirmed by the Georgia Department of Agriculture, GDA, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Animals and Plant Health Inspection Service. This marks the fifth detection of the virus in the flock in the states, but the first one in the commercial poultry operation. Last week, GDA officials announced that the virus was found in a flock of 13 chickens and ducks in Clayton County. This is a serious threat, very serious threat to Georgia's number one industry and the livelihood of thousands of Georgians who make their living in our state poultry industry, said Georgia Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper. We are working around the clock to mitigate any further spread of the disease and ensure normal poultry activities in Georgia can resume as quickly as possible. And I'm a fucking idiot. The stupid Tyler Harper said.
You remember how I told you the number was like 4.3 billion, not billion, million people in the...
You just fart. Go on. Go on. What about it?
Anyways, apparently it was 341 million in America, and the bird flu only take up 0.78% of it, the America.
I'm telling you, it's a fucking lie. This is a serious threat to Georgia's number one. Serious threat. It's not a serious threat. It's not as serious as you taking TikTok away. That's serious. U.S. recovers $31 million in Social Security payments to dead people. Remember how we read they were sending money to dead people like 3 weeks ago or something? The government.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Which sounds oddly suspicious. Evacuations lifted for more than 1,000 after fire-ups in California battery storage plant. Former Oakland mayor, longtime partner, indicted in alleged bribery scheme. Yep, bitch took money. San Diego Costco Teamsters hold practice picking and contract expiration. I'm a Teamster and I'm a fucking dumbass that joined a union. Stupid ass unions. I get aggravated when I think about unions. How many views we have? Did it go down? We went down.
Views currently?
Yeah.
It went down to like 1.
Gone. Perplexity AI makes a bid to merge with TikTok USA. Goddamn America. It's failing me right now. Perplexity AI submitted a bid on Saturday to TikTok's parent ByteDance, proposing perplexity merged with U.S. TikTok U.S. CNBC has learned. The new structure would allow the most of ByteDance's existing investors to retain their equity stakes and would bring more videos to Perplexity, according to a source familiar with the situation. Though any potential transactions would likely take months to complete, President-elect Donald Trump said he most likely would give TikTok 90 more days to work out a deal. Well, Trump did say he wanted to save TikTok. Ah, oh, damn it. TikTok, no. 3 more articles. Rapper Busta Rhymes accused of punching a man in the face in New York. That's not a lie. TikTok makes app unavailable. This is where we cried about an hour ago. We didn't know what to do. We were running around like a chicken. Where do we go? Where do we go live? Washington. TikTok was unavailable for users in the U.S. on Saturday. TikTok is unavailable for users in the U.S. on Saturday as a ban on the popular social media platform officially went into effect. TikTok greeted users opening the app Saturday night with the message, "Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now." A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. The message continued, "Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that the President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned," and I will. I know I talk shit about good, take TikTok away. I know I did. But I don't want it to go away. A spokesperson for the Trump transition team did not immediately respond to a request for comment Saturday night about the app's notification, praising the president-elect specifically. The message then prompted users to close the app and learn more on the website landing page. The message had additional line information. Users they could still log in to download their data. The app also appeared in the removed from the app from Apple and Google App Store in the US, making it unavailable to download. TikTok has 170 million users, and none of those users, and the elected officials didn't listen to 170 million users. They said, "F you, we're going to do whatever the F we want." And they did whatever the F they wanted. Other ByteDance apps, including CapCut, Lemonade, and Golf, display similar message and also became unavailable to many U.S. users Saturday evening. CapCut, is that the one I used to edit my videos?
Yeah.
That's the one I used to edit my videos?
Yeah, CapCut got banned too.
Oh, no. Now I gotta find out. No, I don't think I have CapCut.
I don't think you do anymore.
What is CapCut? I have InShot. No, I was like, what?
Because they banned CapCut.
Uh.
You told me to see if I could do something about the editing on it.
Oh yeah, but you can still use a InShot. That one's pretty good. The shutdown of TikTok follows several tense days of uncertainty for the app, leading up to Sunday, tomorrow, when a ban on TikTok is supposed to go in effect in the United States of America, the best country in the world, is failing us. In April, I'm not even going to say his name, old fuck, signed a law that mandates the TikTok Chinese-owned parent company ByteDance sells TikTok to a non-Chinese owner, or TikTok would be banned. The Supreme Court upheld their law on Friday, paving the way for the app to shut down in the United States. And they didn't give a shit that 170 million people didn't want it to go away.
Well, I thought there was a billion people on it.
Billion is too much. But the Biden administration released a statement on Friday indicating that it would leave the law enforcement up to Trump's administration. Since the law was made, it became deeply unpopular with users. Many Americans and many TikTok users began fleeing to Chinese social media app, which you shot yourself in the foot for that. Well, goodbye, TikTok. For now. Good evening, goodbye. South Korea impeached president is arrested over martial law declaration and support as his supporters riot. What is it?
When you search up TikTok on the Play Store, then
It doesn't give it to you, right? No,
give it to me. It tells you U.S. legal reasons.
yeah, they took it away. South Korea's impeached president is arrested, which needs to happen to Joe Biden. Arrest his bitch ass before he leaves office. Anyways, Trump to visit LA on first official trip as president, sources say. Well, yeah, because it was part of the ByteDance. Well, how are we doing on the YouTubes? Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. Wait. How am I going to find videos for my podcast?
Oh, no.
Don't you worry. I got other places where to get stuff from. Anyways, it is sad times. Tomorrow will be another day. Probably. We'll see.
Maybe a couple of new interesting videos.
We'll see. We'll find something to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Screw Mark Zuckerberg. Please subscribe to my YouTube. The tubes. All right.
Please.
Deuces.
Bye.